today to see if I still feel. I focused on the pain, the only thing that's real. The needle. All right, let's see what we get. Oh, Hayden's in. I was just going to say, let's see what we get for notifications today. See if our friend Susan is feeling magnanimous. Early indications are no magnanimity from Susan. Hi, Jacob. And Record Guys here. Braden's in. What happened to what, Record Guy? I'm not sure what you're asking. Oh, it would be so cool to just be able to go in and start a live stream and have the YouTube system send out notifications that it was happening. You would think that would be just such a simple thing to do, but I think it is. I think YouTube chooses not to do it. Hi, Braden. Light Shock. The Mammoth is in. Razor Sharp. Lord Magikarp. What I saw hurts. I saw the news about Dragon Ball Z Abridged, or Dragon Ball Z Abridged being canceled ages ago when they first announced it. It's hard to miss the news. And now it's time to say goodbye. My love, Rekid. It's free to be shaken. Oh, Bubba, I didn't catch a lot of that. I'm not sure what that means. If we actually get notifications to go out, or as more people find their way here, we will on this stream, of course, go back and revisit the my favorite moment, which you guys all know what it is. We are gathered here today, Lightstock says, to mourn the loss, but also to celebrate the times we had. Not too much negativity now. Oh, they were great times. That was a great series. And again, for me, DBZ be like, we are hilarious and we'll quote everything we say. Yes, we will, Mammoth. That's right. And for me, that was my introduction into anime. For those of you who don't know, when the gang was initially, this was obviously quite some time ago, was telling me that I needed to see Dragon Ball Z Abridged in specific, and they were kind of pushing me towards watching anime in general. I didn't have an aversion to anime. It's just something I had never embraced or really, and I had a misconception about what anime was and what type of entertainment it encompassed. But the gang kept saying, well, just watch the Abridged because you don't need to have seen the original, and the sense of humor is right up your alley. And of course, it clearly was. And I enjoyed that so much. It's like, well, let me start watching some clips of the original Dragon Ball to see what that's like. And from then on, it's been a roaring freight train of anime nerddom for me. Now it's my favorite thing ever. Yeah, Draken knows. I think we all are. Well, I've been since the Naruto days. I'm so sad I missed DBZA. Yeah. I mean, I understand completely why they had to do it. It still just sucks that something we all love so much is no more. Yeah. Yep. I agree. But you think of all and the writing was just so spot on and so funny, and the voicing was just ridiculous. The voicing was insanely good. Same with for that matter, the same with Hellsing Ultimate, the Abridged as well. They were just a really, really talented group, and the thing is, I don't want it to seem too like we're passing the death sentence on TFS. I mean, Team 4-Star still exists. They're still going to be making original content, from what I understand, and everything. So there's bound to be a lot more laughs, but it won't be our beloved DBZA. The first visible sign to DBZA canceling was, Caden says, and I quote, "Bojack sucks flaccid dick." I can respect how they're leaving it, Drakano says, because if they don't feel like doing it anymore, I'm completely fine with it. They were amazing and did a fantastic job, as all good things, it was time. Yeah, and again, just with what I've experienced and I continually experience with dealing with the Japanese companies and their complete disregard and utter vitriol they have for American fair use, that in and of itself is enough to make me understand why they just wouldn't want to do it anymore. It gets to be a grind dealing with them. At least the great ending of episode 60 can stand. I was worried that season 4 may have not been good if they couldn't put all their energy into it. And that goes back to just what we're talking about. It's got to be hard to keep that energy level up when you know that there's just going to be that continual battle, that continual idiocy of, here, let's file a copyright claim against it. They file the counterclaim saying this is why it's within fair use, and it gets dropped. And then they do it all over again, rather than making these Japanese companies at some point make their stand, make a point. Either file your claim against it, which you'll lose, or stop. But YouTube will never do that to them. Let's see. Nikhil says, with the recent Funimation VAs leak, I thought DBZA had a lot of material left for more exciting content. I'm sure it wasn't, well, I shouldn't say that because I didn't see the video of them explaining why they left. I had just things that I had seen prior and read about where we knew it was coming. I don't think it's lack of material. I think it's, yeah, exactly, Big Green. I think it's more just fatigue from the constant battle. Hey, Enzo, good to see you, pal. Did anybody, I'm just curious because notifications I think were really slow today. Is anybody here via notification, or is everybody just finding their way here, through sidebar recommendations or being at the channel at the time or something like that? I think they didn't want the humor to turn into something more akin to Gotas. Kaiser said something in the Patreon post about how they didn't want to bash something of which would be hard not to do. That's fair too. You did get a notification, Cesaro? Cool. Let's see. Can I react to what video on stream, Moneymore? What video? You did get notifications. Okay. I'm just surprised. Usually, we know that never, as far as I can tell, never do notifications go out across the board. But some days you get a lot more than others. And Mammoth didn't. LP did. Oh, it's not as bad as I thought then. I'll say the communication concerning the continuation of the series could have been handled better. Everything was really vague, and we had to look everywhere on social media for some information. It was, early on, everybody was just exchanging rumors, and I did see that. Lifer, you can't hear or see? See us? That's not good. Susan's taking it to another level then. I'm okay with this, Mega Raptor says, because while they could work with Fat Boo, they couldn't make Kid Boo funny because he never talked. He just screams and yells. Well, I don't know. I would never say couldn't when it comes to Team 4-Star. They have some pretty imaginative ways. But again, I get the lack of desire to try and do so. Kaiser Neko and Lapinator are extremely talented dudes. Agreed. Hopefully they find another project and pour that passion into. I think they will. I think they will, and I think we'll all be anxious to see it. And again, just given their writing abilities, their voice acting abilities, you got to believe it's going to be something pretty cool. Oh, my name is 16. May I please kill you? Oh, Cell Saga was so good, Shadow Beast. It really is. Oh, chat is working fine, but the stream's buffering so bad I can't follow the conversation, Lifer says. It's all perfect on my end. Anybody else having buffering issues? But the signal going out to YouTube, because I have that all on my dashboard here, is great. Well, to be fair, Nappa was basically the same, and TFS Nappa was one of their funniest characters. Yeah, true. Oh, yeah. Yes. TFS's Nappa was hilarious. And of course, the thing that first caught me was the Krillin own count. That will always be legendary. That's what made Krillin my favorite character in the Abridged. I mean, in Dragon Ball Z it was Fat Boo, but in the Abridged it was clearly Krillin, and largely because of the Krillin own count. Now everything is fluid? Okay. Everybody else is good? Okay, I just want to make sure. Yeah, I was going to say everything going out on my end, going out on my end, going out is okay. I just want to make sure you guys were able to see. DBZA was the best and funniest show on YouTube. Yeah, you could definitely make a case for that, Samurai. Absolutely. Big Green says, yeah, they took Nappa, who was basically just a henchman type character, and made him into one of the best characters. Yep. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, hold on. What we're going to do first, we'll probably do this a few times during the stream, over and over. Let's relive it one more time. Here we go.
Cool. I can see the future!
Never.
Hey, look, one survived.
Never not funny.
I can see me! I have to stop you from destroying my race! In the future!
Love this. What's in the future?
I knew you'd do that! Now I have to kill you!
Oh my god, how I love this. I'm on fire. That.
I'm on fire!
I'll just go to Freezer Planet 419. I want to go to Freezer Planet 419.
God, that is the absolute best. It doesn't matter how many times I see that. It's always so fucking funny. I just absolutely love that scene. We'll do that. We'll try and remember to do that a couple more times during the stream. I'm on fire. And even though there was no real expression change or anything, where they hold on him for a second before he goes to the I'm on fire. Oh goddamn! That was I think that was the first thing when we're doing reaction videos that, I mean, really made me lose it to where we had to stop the video for an extended period because I couldn't stop laughing. I think that was the first time that happened to me. It's happened a good handful of times since, but that was the first one. I'll always remember it for that. I'm on fire. Yeah, they did, Big Green. The timing was just brilliant. And again, just in things, and that's what's amazing about it, is they thought to bring that type of pacing to it, to where they just held on his face and let that marinate for a second before he delivered the line. Yeah, that would have been cool, huh? Mega Raptor says, the only thing I will regret is not seeing their version of Vegeta sacrifice. Yeah, that would have been, I agreed. That would have been really cool to see how they handled that. Excuse me. Me too. Zek, they turned Cell to one of my favorite villains in DBZ. Yeah, the fact that he is my favorite DBZ villain is largely a carryover from the Abridged. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And, excuse me, sorry guys. Because Freeze is a great villain too, but there's always going to be a part of me, especially now with Perfect Cell, with what TFS did with him, and with what Devil Artemis does with him. There's no way that can't have an influence on me in determining who my favorite villain in that series is. Let's see. They're going to still be playing games. Oh, are they? I didn't know they had a gaming channel. I didn't know that. What's my most viewed vid? Don't know, Alec. I don't know. It's not something I track. I'm not sure what it would be. No, I don't know. Goku versus Majin Vegeta was a serious fight. Oh, and so many great fights in Dragon Ball Z, and of course, Dragon Ball Z Abridged did such a good job of putting their spin on not only the fights, but everything, the characters, the dialogue, everything. Perfect Cell was awful, but Imperfect Cell was amazing. I still feel cheated out of season 4, they promised. Yeah, it's too bad, Kyle. Again, though, I get where they're coming from. You know, I think we all would have liked to have seen it, but I get what they're saying. Am I going to react to their announcement video? No, I don't see a purpose in it. With all the discussion I've had about it in chat and in the comment section and stuff, I know what is contained in that video. I don't see any reason to do a reaction to something that I know what the content is going to entail. Babidi, we won't know what he would sound like. Yeah. Yeah, that's that. We were just talking about that, Igor. Not seeing the Vegeta sacrifice. Yeah, that's sad. That sucks. I'm sure they would have they would have made that probably still touching and hilarious at the same time, knowing the way that TFS presents things. There's Xenoverse 1 and 2 Let's Plays, Lex? Yeah, I haven't, like I said, I didn't realize they had a gaming channel. Given the voice acting and given the minds that created those scripts, I'm sure the gaming channel is funny as well. I have a lovely bunch of Dragon Balls. Do. Yeah, Caden. 1 star, 2 star, all as big as my head. Give him a toss of planet across. That's how Vegeta wins. Bye bye. When Goku met Goten, I cheered up. Yeah, yep. Another great moment. Yep. God damn. Best fight in DBZ. Android 18 versus Vegeta. You know what? And I don't mean to swing away from that. What I was really impressed with, and that's why I'm glad so far here at the YouTube channel we've been able to post them. The fights in Dragon Ball Super were so good. That tournament, the Tournament of Power, is just fantastic. I know we're going off topic a little, but I had heard, because when Dragon Ball Super was first airing, the first episodes, I was getting, if not necessarily negative feedback, lukewarm feedback about it. So when I started actually watching it myself, I was like, all right, it's Dragon Ball. I love these characters, so I'm sure it won't be a waste of time, but it was, goddamn, so much more than that. I really enjoyed that. You talk about quality fights. That whole tournament was fantastic. I really enjoyed that a lot. No. Yeah, ATP. When Vegeta broke the punching machine, everyone was scared. Yep, Andrew. PK says, I started watching your channel because of DBZA, and I'm so grateful. And that's a cool thing, too, PK. Yeah, I've had a number of people say that, too. It's really cool how many people started with us with DBZA and now have become, just integral parts of the whole little community here. Excuse me. And the whole, no, Popo, no. Fuck off, Train. Mr. DBZA, Mr. Popo, is among the creepiest, most uncomfortable characters I've seen in anime. Let's see. Moneymore says I need an adult. You came in through Igotas, did you, Andrew? Too bad they started filing copyright strikes on me on Igotas of all things. When Bith baby, when Goku was buff in the time chamber, TFS made him seem super smart in that form. Does that mean Super Saiyan 3 would have been Einstein levels of smart? I know it's hard. It's hard to imagine Goku at any way or in any iteration being that level of smart, but it would have been interesting to see. The monster dog's doing good. She's downstairs, Alec. I just let her out before I came up here. She's a monster. She's freaking huge. She cut herself the other day. We think it was on a piece of glass. So I've got her paw all wrapped up, but nothing gets her down. She just keeps running around anyway. Yeah, DBZA Mr. Popo was brilliant. I mean, just taking him that route and making him that overtly creepy was just hilarious. Well, thanks, Kyle. I appreciate that. Xenorto, we've only been going for 19 minutes, so relatively early. Yeah. Draconos. Kami, I need you to tell me that I can't leave the lookout. Mr. Popo, you can. Bitch, don't tell me what to do. All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle. That's another great moment, too. Popo still gives me nightmares. I think a lot of us, Belgumri? Yeah, I think that's true with a lot of us. And again, it was not only a brilliant direction to take the character in the abridged, but just so well executed, too. 69 viewers. 69, the ultimate. Best anime fight, Shadow Beast. I don't. That's why I'm not a big believer or big promoter of best of things, just because I don't know how you make that call with so many great fights in anime, and there so many of them constructed entirely different ways, with the meaning of the fight meaning so many different things. I don't see any way for me how you say that one is better than all the others. I'm so fucking high right now, Popo. Yeah, Big Green. One Punch Man? Yeah, I like One Punch Man. I haven't seen season 2 yet, but I've seen season 1. Fun fact, Igor says, the Goten and Trunks versus Popo fight in the Buu arc was the inspiration for the DBZA version of Popo to exist. Really? I didn't know that. That's cool. That's very cool. Let's see. Easily Sakura versus Ino. The all-time legend in anime fights. Yeah, that's true. After that, Cesaro, it's just like, why even bother? After you've seen that, there's no sense in watching anime fights anymore. Yeah, and the thing too, Denegar, is for me it depends too on a lot of these favorites things. It depends on what I'm in the mood for. It's just like when people talk about a favorite series or favorite arc. Well, that can really be dependent, at least for me, on what I'm in the mood to watch at the moment, because that's the one thing that I didn't realize about anime, but has been proven to be fact, is that there's such a wide variety of emotions, of genres within anime. It all depends on what you're into at that moment. Omega says F power levels, F Super Saiyans, and F U Shiki Koho. Come on, those Super Saiyans. How many of us, again, we've asked this before. I don't think anybody here not tried to either go Super Saiyan and or shoot a Kamehameha wave. Has anybody here not tried that? I've tried both. Again, all they do is make me poop myself. Because when I try hard. At least Tien got his final shine. Yeah, poor Tien. He just kind of great character that never got the over the top shine. I love Death Note, Andrew. I'm not sure what you mean by you could watch Death Note. That's one of my favorites. If you deny it, you're flat out lying. That's what I'm thinking, Saw. Kiko, oh, fuck yourself. Yep, Big Green. Yeah, how can you not? I mean, if you... Dragon Ball Z helped you get... I think it was misprint on the last word. Wait, you never seen their gaming channel? No, I haven't. Their Xenoverse playthrough? Nope, I haven't seen that at all yet. Like I said, didn't know they had a gaming channel. When I used to watch DBZ, especially the Majin Buu arc, but Kid Buu is better. Fat Buu. See, Fat Buu is my favorite. Well, in the Abridged, Krillin was my overall favorite character, but in Dragon Ball Z, Fat Buu is my absolute favorite. I just love the whole demeanor, the whole money, ice cream, money. Let's see. That's okay, Kyle. The character they created in Xenoverse 1 is amazing. That's what everybody's saying. And again, nothing would surprise me with their imaginations. Let's see. First immortality, then the bitches, Marge says. Vegeta with Star Platinum versus Goku Black with Zeruldo. Oh, I love that, Big Green. The money ice cream thing. That's again one of those things that sticks with you, because of course outside of Spaz Kid, nobody in my circle of friends or family know what the hell money, ice cream, money means. But if ice cream gets mentioned at all, even we're having a birthday party, Spaz Kid's birthday party is this Friday, whatever. As soon as somebody says the words ice cream, that's what I go into. Ice cream, money, ice cream, and everybody just ignores me. Let's see. Metatheus, it's Sam, the one you met up with at Dave & Buster's with Brax. Oh, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you again. You forgot the condom. You don't want to be immortal with an eternal STD, Dragon Sphere says. And the muffin button. Yeah, that's right, fat boy. Oh, the muffin button. Talk about something they created that. Oh, that would be... Oh, I want a muffin button. That would make me happy. Outside of something to do with anime titties, I can't think of anything that I've seen in anime that would make me happier than an anime or than an anime button, than a muffin button. We're doing good. We're doing real good. Yep. Brax is out at college. He'll be home this weekend for his birthday, but he's doing real good. Can I react to Dragon Ball Z Big Green Dub? I don't even know what that is, Samurai. No idea. Muffins and titties button. There you go. Combine the best of all worlds. Yeah, the whole scene. Well, that whole bath scene that we just covered in One Piece with Nami. That made me very happy. I like that Thriller Bark arc anyway. I mean, I'm not that far into it, but it's been a blast so far. But the bath scene, yeah, that made me very happy. Metatheus, yeah, that's well, I'm trying to tell you the best way to get with him. He opened up his Twitter account, but I don't know how often he's on there. That in his face, he's not big on social media. I'll have to try and remember to tell him that you were looking for him and see if you guys couldn't just touch base again. I want to be a Super Saiyan. I wanna. Yeah, Andrew, that's the way I am too. Isn't that just like an ultimate? The idea of being a Super Saiyan, that's so much cooler than being like when I was a kid and I wanted to be Superman or something like that. Fucking Super Saiyan kicks the crap out of being Superman or anything lame like that. All these squares make a circle. Yes, sir. All right, hold on. It's been no notification, Wolverine. Yeah, we're talking about that, pal. I don't think many went out this time at all. Wait a second. Time for round 2. Same video. Gotta hit it again. Hold on. We got new people coming in all the time. Here we go.
Cool.
It's never not funny.
I can see the future!
Fucking
Hey,
face.
look, one survived.
Oh no, they can see me! I have to stop you from destroying my race! In the future!
In the future.
We already did that.
I knew you'd do that! I have to kill you! Now you too can see the future!
Now here it is. Here's that momentary pause. Go to the close up of the face.
I'm on fire!
I'll just go to Freezer Planet 419. No,
Like I say, I don't care how much of a simpleton that makes me. It doesn't matter how many times I watch that. It's always, always, always funny. Every single time. Yeah, Forgotten Light. And we were talking about earlier, the first time through we watched that pause on his face. I just absolutely love that pause. The DBZ fighters could get rid of the Marvels in less than 2 seconds. Yeah, for me, well, and it's surprising because, of course, I grew up with comic books. So I grew up with Marvel and DC. You know, it was all Superman, Batman, all the classic superheroes. But yeah, anime is so superior. You know, whichever anime world you want to pick. I prefer the Dragon Ball world over that. I prefer the One Piece world over that. The Hunter x Hunter world over that. The list goes on and on. The Samurai Champloo world over that. Fill in the blank. It's just so much better entertainment, to me anyway. I think anime is. Igor, I came here for a banquet and I find out it's a potluck, you cheap fucks. Gohan going SSJ2 was awesome in both TFS and the Funimation version. Yeah, it was, Andrew. That was great. That was again, I don't really play favorites much, but that was definitely one of my most favored transformations. Leave comics alone, you big boys. Actually, Dragon Spears, I don't have anything negative to say about comics. I grew up on them. It's just for me that the entertainment value in anime kicks the crap out of them. But that was my thing. When I was a kid, it was all comic books and baseball cards. That was my focus. I collected them like a mental patient. Every gift-giving occasion, whatever, any relatives, like my aunt used to, when she'd get to come visit, she'd always bring something. It was always comic books or baseball cards. Princess Trunks. I need an adult. I am an adult. It's so sad to see that gone. Let's see. Yeah, I haven't read comics in so many years, Dragon Spheres. Spaz Kid and I, a few years ago, we went to a comic book store and picked some up just to, just for me, basically, to revisit it again. And certainly the artwork has dramatically improved. The storytelling seems much more complex, but I never really got back into it again, though. I just want to pop by and say hello. My Twitter is Yar3. Okay, I just got to say it that way, and maybe I'll remember. Well, I'm glad you did. Sam. Good to see you again. Dodge, yes, Omega Project. I almost forgot about that. That too. And again, we talk about all the things that have stayed with us. And by that, I mean, when you have something that you, that's a catchphrase that you find working into your daily life all the time. Dodge is way up there. As I said, I can see the future, every opportunity. Oh shoot! What other ones? What other ones am I thinking of, guys? The money, ice cream, money, all that stuff. It's amazing how many individual phrases or words have worked their way into Brax and my everyday life because of DBZA. Yeah, Kyle, what? Hey, that one stayed with me too, though, Dale Caldwell. Brax and I say Egyptian Jesus all the time too. Egyptian Jesus. And 2,000 years later, you've acquired hair that's 5 foot long. Yeah. Do I think me and Master Roshi would be best friends, Saw? I think we certainly would have a lot of similar interests. I think we'd be hanging out in the same joints. I don't think there'd be any problem. There would never be an argument about where to go to hang out. It would be, the titty bar. Absolutely. Screw the rules. I have money. Egyptian Popo, Dragon Spear says. Money more. Good one. I love 17s. Yelling dodge is more distracting than helpful. And 17, that's another character, and I said it at the time. Well, you guys who are watching along with it now on the YouTube channel will see. It was amazing how Android 17 was just a character that was, he was there for me in Dragon Ball Z, and he was an alright character. But I ended up really liking him in Super. Just the background they gave him, and that whole just humorless, emotionless demeanor just really, in Super, it really caught on with me. Could I react to Queen, Mackenzie? You're talking about the musical group Queen, Freddie Mercury? There would be nothing to react to. I'm a huge Queen fan. I've seen all their music videos. I don't know what there would be to react to from Queen. Krillin, when mine left, she took all my money. When yours left, she took all her money. Oh yeah, Zarbon too. Fire Rain. Yep, Zarbon. And what I like too is the way that our pal DA, Devil Artemis, he keeps that whole Zarbon, the legend of Zarbon, he keeps that alive in his videos. I really like that. Yeah, Big Green. I don't know how I would react to something that clearly I to this day I still watch, or when I'm working on certain writing projects and stuff, I'll have my headset on and Queen videos running on a loop, just listening to the music as I write. I saw a bird kick its ass. Vegeta's line about Cell was probably my favorite part of the series. Is that me? Is that me stronger than me? I'll fucking kill me. and you're right, Tone. There were just with TFS, there were just so many lines like that were just so freaking spot on. My son, the planet, or me? Yes. Oh no, Yamcha's been Yamcha. And that's another thing too, LP. I think how many of us now, and this isn't just from the Abridged, obviously, this is from his Yamcha's character in Dragon Ball Z itself. But Yamcha has become such an actual phrase now too. And again, for me, it's tough because if Brax isn't around, if Spaz Kid's not around, nobody in my circle of family and friends gets any of the references I make. Hell, none of them even know what the hell. There's not anybody outside of Brax that typically even knows who the hell is on any shirt I wear on a given day. You can't kill an orphan. They weren't wanted in the first place. Dr. Reeves' Bulma's dad. Yeah, Tom. Oh, that's so fucking brutal, too. My favorite scene was when Cell started singing. Just finished Attack on Titan, Andrea says. Curtis reminds me of a Titan. Which one? That's very important. Actually, Attack on Titan is so good. I was just talking about that today in the video I recorded today. Again, how it just impresses me, and I think I mentioned that in the YouTube video I posted. It just impresses me how I've never seen a series that could remain that dark throughout and still be entertaining. You know, you think you'd get overwhelmed by it, but the storytelling is just so good, and the darkness is so real and so genuine in it. Man, that's a goddamn, that's a great series. R.I.P. DBZA, brother, he says they gave us tons of memories and they gave their heart and soul into the craft. That's for sure. So now I say it's appropriate to respect their wishes and let TFS put DBZA to rest. That's what we've been talking about. Again, it's really sad to see it go, but you know, you understand why they did what they had to do. So it's unfortunate. It's just like when when Papa Franco stopped making comedy videos. It really sucked, and I'm sure you guys do too, still really miss having him around, but he explained and you understand why he did what he had to do. All right, Caden, thanks for being in while you could. Lou says, to be honest, I feel like Krillin is a bigger expression than Yamcha. Do you think? He got owned more than him. Yamcha is usually just there. And I get that. I just don't think I don't think that ever, for me anyway, what I see around me and talking with you guys in the various outlets, I don't see that as often as I see Yamcha. You could be right, though. Let's see. Can you say the following is a non-profit fan-based parody? That whole speech. And you got so used to listening to that every day. That was awesome. Except they're getting Yamcha as canon. Right? Yeah, well put, Lex. True. Exactly. Well put. Krillin is the ultimate pimp. Krillin gets away with it because he's designated as Goku's goofy sidekick. That's true, too. Yeah, because that's true. That was, from right at the start of Dragon Ball, that was basically his standing. You know, with right from the beginning with them and Master Roshi. Those numbers are going to go hard once they stop abridging unfortunate reality. Really. Oh, it's talking to Maz. Okay. Oh, harder, Daddy. Now that was what you thought it was. Oh, excuse me. Oh, guys, I might have somebody to play with. Hold on. Hello?
Hello, this is Jonathan with the Debt Partner. I see looking at your debt profile, you may qualify for a lower monthly payment and a lower...
Whoa. Bring it on. Come on, Jonathan. I can qualify for a lower payment. And Jonathan fucking hung up. Now, how am I supposed to get my lower payment? I was going to tell him that I had some cosmetic surgery. I had my testicles desagged, and I was going to see if they could help me get that debt under control, and now they don't want to. Fucking Jonathan. God damn it. Yeah, I know Jonathan Jonathan Joestar. I know, what an asshole, Forgotten Light. These people call, I'm all excited to take advantage of their offer, and then they don't give a shit. God damn. Let's see. It's Jojo. Well, Krillin ends up banging Android 18, and Yamcha lives with the cat. Yep, Yamcha is the correct term. That's a good point, Igor. Poor Yamcha. And the funny thing about Yamcha is, it's so sad that he has become synonymous with patheticness. And he was never a dislikable character. And at the beginning of Dragon Ball, pretty much everybody, you know, thought he was going to be a really, really good character and all. But there's nothing ever really unlikable about him. And hell, he's a hell of a baseball player, but he's just so fucking Yamcha. The ultimate virgin, TKD says. I did forget Vegeta stole Yamcha's girl, too. Yeah, that's true, too, Lude. Yamcha lost his girl to a vegetable. That's tough, Dragon Sphere says. Dale says Jonathan should have said his last name. He could have written it in the death note. Oh yeah, I wish I had a death note. We should try and see if I got a notebook here. Let's see if we can create one, and then you guys will write a name in it, and you guys will watch the news to see if it works. Let me see. Hold on. I think I have some notebooks over here. Does it have to be black? The notebook? Let's see. What have I got? No notebooks? God damn it! I thought I had some. All right, I've got this little notebook right here. What if you just write death note on it? Let me see what happens. Now hold on. Don't poo-poo this away. Maybe this will work. And then we got to decide whose name to write in it to see if it works. And then we gotta. All right, death. Wow, if this works, it's gonna be so cool. And if this works, don't you guys rat on me either. Don't tell on me. Death. No. I think that's all you have to do. I don't think there's anything more to it than that. Okay, now here it is. It says death note. Got that cool bust of somebody on there. And now we got to decide. Like I say, don't you guys rat on me with this. Who do we write in there? Nancy Pelosi. Well, I wanted to make it look just so Dark Slicer. I think I'm not much of an artist anyway, and I wanted to make sure it looked kind of sinister. I don't know if that worked or not. Susan. Writing Susan Wojcicki in the death note. That won't get my channel deleted or anything. Behind you is Shinigami, Hitsunagi says. Right, YouTube's copyright claim division. I should. If I write myself, though, I won't get, and it works, then I won't get to enjoy the fact that I had the death note. So I can't write myself. All right, let's. Somebody said, Sakura, Vince McMahon. Would that be? If that happened, would that be? Yeah, that would be noteworthy enough. We'd see it on social media soon, right? I say we use Pelosi. I think that was a good idea. Let's use that now. Let's see. And what is it? 40 seconds, right? Oh, do we wait a second? Okay, we'll use Nancy Pelosi. Let's give a cause of death though. What do you guys think? Noteworthy, Andrew. I'm willing to take suggestions. What type of death? Let's not just go with heart attacks. That's boring. Okay, we'll do Nancy Pelosi. I'm shit. She dies taking a shit. Hit by the wall, it says. That's pretty good. Death by bees. Deep throat to death. You guys are fucking funny. Ran over by your train. Eaten alive by badgers. Impaling on a rusty dildo. Extreme paper cut. Wait a second. I think I like Itsunagi. I like all of them. Let's go with extreme paper cut because that would be a great way to go. Okay, Nancy Pelosi. Death by extreme paper cut. I think this if this one comes true, I think there is I'm gonna put we're gonna put a time. 1:59 p.m. What's today? February 11, 2020, 1:59 p.m. Eastern. All right, here we go. Here, you guys can see it. Nancy Pelosi, death by extreme paper cut, 1:59 p.m. Eastern, February 11, 2020. Now, I have 1:57 p.m. right now. Now somebody's going to have to man social media for us as this goes on because, it'll be, we think we're funny. It works, we're all going to hell. No doubt, Dragon Spheres. Hear me out. Grandma got run over by a reindeer, Giver says. We got under a minute to go. How does it... That's why... Right, exactly, Maz. How the fuck does the Death Note work with time zones? At least in my Death Note, I had the forethought to put, to designate which time zone. Because otherwise, you're leaving way too much ambiguity in there. We're at 1:58. Death by swallowing razor blades. Oh, that seems painful. Licks. Susan Wojcicki. Cause of death. Demonetized to death. That's pretty good. If it works, I'm deleting my account and raising my browsing history. Fuck that. You and me both, Big Green. Well, no. Actually, if it works, I'm about to take over the world. So there it is. And I'm watching my clock here in the corner. People caring enough about uploading. Ooh, good point, Lifer. Ooh. Well, she got enough people that can't stand her. I think that's enough to make it work. Come on. Extreme paper cut. Death by Viagra. And it's 1:59. We got to start watching. It's officially 1:59. I got to... Hold on. Let me go to see. Let me go to see. Well, it's probably going to take a couple minutes here. Let me go to Twitter. Twitter would get it first. No. Nothing yet, but it just happened a minute ago. And I would imagine it takes a little bit of time to bleed out from the paper cut, doesn't it? All right, we'll keep Twitter open in another browser window just in case. Well, breaking news, she did. How did we get... One of the things I love about our live streams, we went from lamenting our shared loss of Dragon Ball Z Abridged into seeing if our Death Note works. Sword Prodigy, for anybody just coming in, we have our own Death Note now. Got it right from a Shinigami, or a Shinigami, whatever I said. And it's Nancy Pelosi, Death by Extreme Paper Cut. It just happened a little over a minute ago. So we're waiting for the word to get out. Lude says, don't worry, Curtis, I'll take all the blame. Me and the cops go way back, like several miles back. They're pretty persistent. Brother, he said you can't kill Pelosi because she's actually a lizard who uses her skin as a costume so they can always replace the lizard. Ouch. Stop showing the evidence, you idiot. Ma says, how quickly can we... Oh, this is the plot of a pretty good movie in the making here. How this works, and the only ones who know about it are those of us that were in the stream, and how we all go about dealing with it in our daily lives because we immediately deleted the stream. That's what we should do. That's what I should do. I've been saying for a while that, I did one feature-length movie before. I want to do another movie. That's what it should be. It should be a movie centered around social media, or in this case, live streams, and the otherworldly things that happen in live streams. And that the people in the stream are basically controlling the world. Wasn't there a Death Note live action movie that sucked? I didn't see it, Tone, but I've been told it was terrible. That was right on Netflix. I didn't watch it because, again, I get, everything that I watch is from you guys' recommendations. And on the same token, when you guys tell me en masse that something is terrible, I believe you. Umaima, I'm not sure what you're asking. Am I going to go back to watching Naruto? I watched all of Naruto, all the way through Shippuden. I haven't watched Boruto, nor do I have any plans to, but Naruto and Shippuden, I've seen all of it. And it did suck to be green. That's what everybody says. TMZ report: Jake Paul dead by what? By hippo train. So there's no news yet? Oh man, you know what, guys? I'm starting to think that our Death Note isn't going to work. Let me check. We got some poll news here. Let me refresh, make sure. Roger Stone. Oh man, I was gonna say if Roger Stone's trending. If it was because he had died, I would have been like, wow, we just missed. Hire 20 pound. Nah, I don't think it worked. Anybody got Nancy's home phone that they could give her a call? Just call her up, say you didn't happen to be dead by any chance, did you? Oh man. Omega says this won't get the channel taken down. Trust me. You're probably right, pal. Start eating potato chips. That's right, Andreas. Oh, that's what I should have done. I think it's too late now to have the proper effect. I should have brought a bag up here so I could eat this chip. I didn't think of that shit. Sorry, I don't exchange numbers with zombies. I just called the voicemail, Dragon Spear says. He got voicemail. Who knows? Let's see. Brother, he says it's incredible to see how DBZA managed to create a bridging for DBZ fans, anime lovers, and parody fans to come together. They inspired many to divulge into anime and even further other abridged shows. Yeah, very true. I mean, well, what they did was groundbreaking to me anyway. You know, taking an established series as popular as Dragon Ball Z and using that material to make something totally separate and stunningly good and hilarious. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. Mr. Still Your Girl. Good to see you, my friend. I want to eat a potato chip in slow motion with action music in the background. Yeah, Sal. You did not see Naruto and Hinata's wedding, and Boruto is his son, and yes, I did. I did see Naruto and Hinata's wedding. I most certainly did. Please read this comment. If a human gets bit by a zombie, the zombie would say, another one bites the human. The beginning of the end was when Purple Eyes WTF stopped making content, but their decision was the right one to move forward. Yeah, Purple Eyes did some great stuff too. Absolutely. You're right. I did specify AM or PM. I think Draco knows. Yes, 1:59 p.m. I have. Yeah, I did. I'm hoping that it's just the news is getting out slow. That's all. I'm sure it worked. Bet Hinata is a freaking bed. I always said that about Bulma. That's why whenever anyone asks me the whole Bulma versus Chi-Chi thing, I always go with Bulma because for some reason she's always giving me the freak vibe. No? I think so. Also, hold the fuck on. Can hell spawns even die? Ooh. That's a good question, Maz. Yeah, she might have prior arrangements that prevent at least her traditional style death. Bulma is clearly a MILF, Margus. Yeah, absolutely. Hinata's a freak, that one guy says. Guaranteed Naruto is freaky. Think of the shadow clone use. She probably died in a hotel restroom. They won't notice for a while. Oh, you guys are funny. Hinata was cute. Yeah, she was. Yeah, all of us did. We're really sad about DBZA being done. We all got so many great memories, great stories of it. And again, for me, it was, my gateway into anime. Bulma was eyeing her future son. That's true, Andrew. And if that isn't the sign of true freakiness, I don't know what is. Wolverine says Sakura is bae. Naruto created the sexy jutsu. Very true. Who knows? Yeah. Wow. Who knows what's going on there? And Boruto, is he a product directly of Naruto or one of the shadow clones? It's probably same DNA, right? A lot of things need to be answered. Little Currybo is a very hardworking man. Despite his poor health, he continues to abridge. Agreed, Licks. Yeah, with all the health issues he's had and everything, and he still puts out content. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. DBZA was one of the reasons I also got into anime more than just DBZA. Yeah, and like I say, it's what started me. It's what, you guys brought me to it, got me to watch DBZA, but that's clearly what started me into anime, which has now become my favorite thing in the world. So Boruto came out of trash. Kaiser Nico from DBZA was really getting choked up talking about ending it, I'm sure, but was passionate enough to know that it was better to end on a good note than gradually get worse. That's hey, there's so many different, whether it's TV shows or whatever the case may be, but so many forms of episodic entertainment where the creation team didn't know when to stop. So you're right. In other words, the jumping of the shark, which goes back to Happy Days, and it was clearly apropos because they didn't know when to stop. Happy Days was out of ideas, so then you end up with Fonzie water skiing and jumping over a shark, and it just got idiotic. Andrea says, imagine closing the stream, get on the couch, turn on the TV, and watch the news of her death. I would freak the fuck out. Well, let me put it this way, guys. If at some point later today we learn that Nancy Pelosi has passed away, get right back here to the channel because we will be streaming to get our story straight. we're gonna have to get together and figure this out. Omega says, "Stay away from Hinata. She's mine. Damn it." See, Hinata's would never. See, you're good with me because she would never be waifu level for me, even in Boruto, even though she's an adult. Not because she's not attractive, she is, but because my early impressions of her are as a kid, and I can't get rid of that. So yes, you're free and clear for me. I think she's gorgeous, but she never had that waifu attraction for me. Yeah, well put. Random says, don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. Oh, and goddamn, they brought us so many smiles. Live stream burning the almighty Orange Death Note. I ain't burning that sucker. They gonna come get it from me because I'll have writer's cramp before they get it, though. We just need to take over the world and everything will be fine. Well put, Forgotten Light. I agree. Okay, hold on. Let's go. Wait, once more. We gotta watch it once more during the stream. One more time, you guys. Here we go.
Cool.
I can see the future!
Hey, look, one survived.
Oh no,
Can't
they
help
can
it.
see me!
They can see
I have
me!
to stop you from destroying my race!
In the future!
We already did that.
I knew you'd do that! Now I have to kill you! Now you too can see the future!
Here it is. Here it comes.
I'm on fire!
I'll just go to Freezer Planet 419. Whoever goes to Freezer
Oh
Planet
my God, that will
419.
never, ever, ever get old. That, and again, I mean this so sincerely. That will be funny till the day I die. That's never going to get old. Now you too can see the future. Brother E says, I know we always talk about someday the Spaz Boys community having a group meetup. Oh, I wish we could. I would hope that we can all come together and meet in Japan. Excuse me. It would be so awesome for all of us to come together. Excuse me. Absolutely. Well, you guys know how badly I want to see Japan now, having become an anime nerd. The only thing is, as I've always said, the reason I've never tried to put together a meetup is we're a decent sized community, but we're not big enough to have any large contingency in one specific area. I would love to do a meetup someday. Unpopular opinion, Ecotus is greater than DBZA. I don't agree, but I don't know that would be. I don't know if it would be unpopular, Lude. I think a lot of people are as big a diehard fans or more so of Egotas than DBZA. And again, for me, DBZA has that special place because it's the first thing in anime I ever watched. So it's almost unfair as far as my take on things. But I think you'd have some people that would agree with you. So checking the views, TFS gets on their stuff. DBZA got millions on minor episodes. 7 abridged gets around 400K, and their non-abridged stuff gets around 50K. They might be fucked without DBZA. Could be, Maz. Could be. That's too bad. Let's turn Bernie Sanders into a Titan, TKD says. Well, he wouldn't necessarily eat you. He would just tear you up and distribute you so that every Titan got an equal amount. To me, Egotas is equal to DBZA. That's fair too, Andrew. That's fair. TFS has made me carry a few dog biscuits in my pocket just in case stuff gets dangerous. Bald This Way? Yeah, I remember Bald This Way. As a matter of fact, the first time we watched it, or I watched it, was during one of the old reaction video streams when we could actually do those. Yeah. Yep, I remember that. Bernie for the Titans. Trump versus Pelosi versus Biden versus Sanders Titans. Yeah, I'd like to be front row for that fight. Oh yeah, let's not forget Senzu Bean. That's right, Tone. I like both. I prefer Gota's humor though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Lex. I don't think that would have been necessarily an unpopular opinion. I think you'd get a lot of people that agreed. Cesaro, remember I'm so lit right now? Oh God, remember how terrible that was? Oh jeez, that was saying a lot, but immediately, for me, that song was even worse than Rebecca Black's Friday, and that's saying something because Rebecca Black's Friday is it's pretty much the epitome of badness. Slap on Titan was fun, Jeff. You think I'm just giving these away? Because I'm not. My penis is very small, but how you doing, my friend? Get a bag of peanuts and green food coloring. We have senzu beans. Genius. Yeah, stop it. We're reminiscing about fun things. That song isn't fun, Big Green says. I forgot how to breathe. Send help. Oh, BB Gaming, welcome to my world. God damn it. Yeah, it is anything like that and again for me it's got that extra special spot because it was the first anime I watched, and man, whenever you lose something like that, it's tough, even when you do understand the reasons why. It's funny you said that, Spider Boy. He says, have you seen current day Rebecca Black? Hubba hubba. I just did just today. Somebody on my Twitter feed had retweeted showing Rebecca Black from whatever she was, 13, 14, 15, whatever she was at the time of Friday, and what she looks like today, and she is absolutely gorgeous. She's just ridiculous looking. It's Curtis Yamcha the Saberman, that one guy says. That for my, of course, just because of physical appearance, I have to go outside of anime to get my doppelganger, and it's clearly Thanos. Ending to something you enjoyed is not easy. True, Valkyrie. That's so true. And God damn, we certainly did enjoy this series. You feel great. You can win. You can do this, Edgar says. Margis, Bulma, I'll be your mommy. Future Trunks internal screaming, yeah. Lud says, saw a Facebook article on her today, too, talking about how the song affected her life or something. Was too distracted by the cleavage to read. Yeah, she is. I mean, she's a beautiful girl. She's gorgeous. But that song, whew, that was pretty terrible. Trump equals Thanos, Andrew says. Yeah, we're just talking about that, this black guy. It is. It's so sad that it's done. It really is. Brother E says, Curtis, you should try to bring back those Curtis and anime videos. It would be awesome if you can do some scenes from DBZ, like Vegeta's sacrifice and Yamcha blown up by the Saberman. It could happen again. I just stopped those because that was at the time where everything I was doing in relation to anime was getting hit with strikes and blocks, so I backed off from any of that till I could figure out what the hell was going on, because I didn't want to get multiple strikes on the channel. But it seems like, and I'm sure this will just go ahead and jinx me again, it seems like that has calmed down some, so it's a never say never thing. I might be able to bring those back. Cy Al Emery says wrestling is fake. You mean professional wrestling that markets itself as sports entertainment and clearly presents itself as having finishes that are pre-planned is fake. So what part of that is exactly fake? Isn't that funny? I mean, how you can get somebody in this day and age with wrestling having been out of the kayfabe era for over 20 years that thinks they're saying something edgy and that wrestling is fake? Wrestling is fake, yes, Cesaro. Actually, Tiger Mask as a wrestling anime was brutal. Well, yeah, you just ruined it for Dragon Spheres. Now that next thing it'll be, oh come on, Santa Claus ain't real. What the hell? It's still real to me, damn it. Cesaro said, remember that guy? Cesaro, that meme. Breaking news: movies are pre-planned. Their endings are fake. In other news: rocks are hard. Who says? Oh man, Lex, wrestling is fake, just like my relationship with my wife. God damn. Did you hear about Trump getting the death note and this is technically canon? Yeah, I did, Jibber. I haven't read that yet. The whole thing, excuse me, guys, the release there. But I saw, again, it was all over social media when it came out, and I saw the panels. Excuse me. He met Tristan on the street. I'll sell the man as an actual snack. Yeah, so, well, if nothing else was perfect, sell Infamous, so we've always got the Devil Artemis videos, and those are so fun. Buford T. Ball says, wrestling is fake, just like my badge. Who's hyped for Demon Slayer movie? It's a continuation to the anime? I didn't even know about that. And I'm, as you guys know, over at the Goosh, I'm watching Demon Slayer right now. That's really good. I didn't know there's a movie coming. God damn it, it's called sports entertainment, Vince. Yeah, Edgar. Wrestling is fake like my ID, Dragon Sphere says. Ooh. Curtis, you can mud wrestle between Tsunade or Nami. Who would you pick? That's close. I got to go with Nami, but just by a nipple. I mean, just by a little bit. Yeah, Tsunade's hot as hell, but Nami's just... Her and Nico Robin take it to whole new levels. Ben Boy, wrestling's fake just like my social life, slaps knee. It's pretty good. Hajime no Ippo, Infamous. Yeah, that's got a real good chance of coming up fairly soon at the Goose. In the last nominations thread we had, it went through the nominations, got to the poll, and we picked 2 series from the poll, and Hajime no Ippo was third. It was right behind the ones that got picked. So you can only assume it's going to be there soon. Yeah, Jojo. I really enjoyed JoJo's, James. JoJo was great. One anime power for the rest of your life? Oh, I don't know, Dylan. Because again, whenever I answer something like that, I'll have forgotten about another anime power. Yeah, it's when your memory is as bad as mine, it's too hard to say for things like that clear out of the blue, because I know I'll just annoy myself with the answer because I'll have forgotten something else that was really cool. Yes, Bleach is after AOT, Dale. Yep, it's AOT then Bleach, and then when we come close to finishing up on Bleach, then we'll have another poll to get a successor there. And of course, we finished Assassination Classroom, and now we're on to Demon Lord, then it's Trigun, and I think, and I'm not 100% on it, but I think after Trigun will probably be Code Geass. Let's see, the Demon Slayer movie covers the train arc. Oh, see, I didn't know anything about a Demon Slayer movie. Bukake Tsunami. Why isn't Boruto gotten picked? You could easily take over the world. See, I don't know anything about Code Geass. I'm interested to see. That's why I'm thinking of putting it in there, because Code Geass, no anime has been mentioned more often since the very start of me getting into anime that we haven't watched yet than Code Geass. None of them. So, and that's how I base the the series that go up at the $1 level, I base them on what I hear from you guys in normal conversation. Because rather than ask for recommendations, it's easier just to observe what everybody talks about. And Code Geass is something that everybody goes on and on about how good it is. Spezzo's commented, great YouTuber. Well, thanks, Mackenzie. I appreciate that. That's nice to say. The fact that Code Geass hasn't been picked shocks me. It got mentioned. Well, you know, Cesaro, it gets every nomination. It gets nominated, and it gets a lot of votes. It just never got enough to get over the top. It goes into most every poll, just doesn't make it, doesn't win it. And that's another reason why, that's another indicator to me that there's a lot of you guys that really, really like it. Jamie says, hey, Uncle Curtis, it was so sad to watch Team 4 Star's latest video explaining why DBZA was canceled. They were actually legitimately choked up. Yeah, that's why, I'll tell you, Jamie, that's why knowing the content of it already as I do, because there's been so much conversation about it, I know basically what they said. That's why I haven't even bothered to watch it yet. It just seems sad. It just seems so sad. Check out a comic on DBZ Abridged, just saying they should have an Oscar award for anime. It's okay for me. It's okay with me. And when you think about, Andrew, when you think about the worldwide popularity of anime, it really is unfortunate that there aren't more of those type of recognition things geared towards it. Well, I've told you guys before, it always amazes my wife when we take our Disney World trips. She just ball bust and say, because this is what I wear. I wear my anime shirts. I wear them everywhere. She, why do you wear those shirts? She says, we're going to Disney World. I said, listen, you're going to be shocked by how many people recognize the characters on these shirts, and she always is. Well, I always get more comments about my shirts than I do on those rare days that I'll wear something that I bought from Disney. Always get more. Do they, Big Green, have some sort of award? Yeah, I was going to say, with as worldwide popular as anime is, I mean, it's impressive. Let's see. If you like Death Note, you'll love Code Geass. I loved it, Death Note. Death Note was so good. Oh, excuse me, guys. Oh, okay, I can get to that one in just a second. Actually, I have to, I got to pack it in for the stream anyway, you guys. This has been an absolute blast. It was fun to get to say goodbye to something we all loved as much as DBZA. It is going to suck not seeing any more come from them, but we've always got the ability to go back and rewatch again, and especially for somebody like me, that's where the post-concussion syndrome comes in handy, because there's be so many different little elements that I've forgotten that it'll be like watching it new. And I laugh so easy that, as you guys saw, watching I Can See the Future 3 times during the stream, it'll make me laugh again anyway. So that's... And it's also something that I don't have to sit down and have, because I don't have that much time to rewatch a series, because otherwise I'd have several of them I'd be watching again. But you can watch it in bits and pieces and still enjoy it. And I think that's what we'll have to do going forward to remember DBZA and how great it really was. But thank you guys for hanging out with me in this stream. Be back with the stream tomorrow. Tomorrow will probably be Resident Evil 2 gameplay, unless something else were to come up. But that's probably where we'll be. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thanks for all the conversation about DBZA. And as always, pumfu pumfu. There's sticky stuff. Sticky stuff. Everybody, gather in. Collect the sticky stuff. Don't forget to watch to see if Pelosi has a really bad paper cut. And if so, none of this happened. Well, bang, okay? Flashily like Buggy. And as always, and most importantly, goosh, 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 goosh.